plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. The kick by Lambo is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. Coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Chark, 1st down, Jacksonville.
Ready, break. 54, right there, 54 miles. Hey, watch that, watch that. Hey, 3, jump. Slipper.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. They still can't get him, and he'll just get rid of it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Titans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Clay Brooks to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. He's to the 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. From the 29, Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Firkser. First target, first catch, and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Tannehill on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Again, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and goal, Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. This is caught. It's blown. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the catch made by Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jayon Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up
sending up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Tannehill. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco. He's at the 50, 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play. Points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Makes the score Jaguars 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.